When first built, the library would have been markedly different to the surrounds. You've got a lot of Federation period building stock in Subiaco, and a lot of it still is here. And then you have this very strong expression of architecture. Late 20th century international style, which is quite stripped back. It's a rejection of ornamentation in architecture and going more towards functionality and simplicity and rationality. You know, it's a very simple building expressed really well.
Do you mind me asking how old you are, Dennis?
94.5 or 0.6 if you like. My client was Mr. Shah, from memory his name was. He was the state librarian, and the mayor at the time was a chap called Abrahams. He was nice to talk to and work with. Between the two of them, we got a clear brief of what they wanted. The library, my concept, started off with the Commonwealth Games Village. We won that competition, and we had Jarrah beams with a Stramit ceiling system. When I came to the library, I did steel frame and put the Stramit board in, because I like expressing the structure, yeah. The beams are still there exposed, yeah. Outside, we knew we had to use that exposed aggregate. The base, I used dark bricks for about that high before we hit the precast, so that helps the floating look. I think most people liked it. I didn't hear any criticism of it by the members of the public. And it's nice to see it being restored.
Preserving buildings is about preserving connections. You look at this building now, it's over 50 years old. It's still working perfectly well. So let's maintain it and preserve it.
The library is not our everyday restoration project. It's quite a modern, futuristic design for its era. For a project like this, we look to commence with site establishment, setting up our perimeter safety, installing protection to the elements that require it. The state of the library was a bit run down, a bit bleak on the outside. Just it needed some love to bring it back up to its former glory. We go up with a perimeter scaffold, then we start to do all our surveys up at roof level. The facade is a certain texture that's hard to replicate. Resourcing the materials, we have to be very selective. We've got the whole team involved, fine-tuning the aggregate, getting the right stones for the job. Because it's a conservation, we've had to adapt and use a process called dashing. We put on a mortar mix. On that, we then do dashing of aggregates that match the existing. There's a bit of fine artwork in that. Once we're down to ground level, scaffold goes, and then we crack on with the external works. The levels over the years against the building have been built up, which has a detrimental issue to the building of that it traps moisture. The original architect intended for a floating design, and that really started to come to light as we got through that excess spoil. I think the project has been worthwhile. There's been a lot of love and a lot of hours put into to bring it back to a nice surface. I think that's got real value for our culture and our community.